Kia ora guys, Mr. McKinley here. Today I'm going to speak to you about drugs and the effects it has on your body. Right, before we get started, it's important to know what a drug is. So a drug is something that's ingested. If too much of the substance is ingested, it can become harmful. Over time, the body starts to rely on the substance being absorbed. The brain thinks it needs it every day, often multiple times a day, and it becomes reliant on the substance to function. If the substance is not absorbed, the body struggles to function. Okay, so a few key points here. It needs to be ingested. Over time, the body becomes reliant on that substance, and if it doesn't get that substance, it struggles to function normally. The different types of drugs. Now, you might think of drugs as things that are highly illegal, things like methamphetamine, cocaine, marijuana, heroin, pills, those sort of things. But we see drugs in everyday life. We just don't think of them as drugs. So the sugar in your energy drinks or Coca-Cola, that's a drug. The caffeine in your tea or coffee, that's a drug. Alcohol, that's a drug. The nicotine that comes from cigarettes, that's a drug. So for it to be a drug, it needs to be ingested. The body then needs to rely on it. So maybe it has some form of addictive property, and then the body can't struggles to function without it. Great, guys. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a quick activity. So here I have a website that I'd like you to look at. Hopefully your teacher has written this website on the board. What you'll need to do is open a new window and type in this website. Have a good explore around the website. You'll see there is 5 different subgroups. So skin, lungs, mouth, heart, and death. And under each subgroup, there is some interesting facts. What I want you to do is search around that website and find 2 interesting facts that you like or didn't know. Okay, during this time, your teacher will write these subtitles on the board for you. Once you've found your 2 interesting facts, you need to go up to the teacher, you need to get a whiteboard pen, and you need to write your interesting fact under the different subgroup that you found it in. Okay? If someone's already written your interesting fact, you just put a big tick beside it, okay? At the end of this activity, hopefully we will have a whole different group, or a whole lot of different facts and a whole lot of ticks, and we'll see what the class finds interesting. Right, guys, so pause this video, open a new tab, chuck in that website, and I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Awesome work, team. Hopefully you're starting to build some knowledge around drugs and the different effects. What I'd like you to do now, still using that same website, is I'd like you to click on all the different links. There's plenty of videos, there's a few activities. I want you to try them. And then if you go under the death subtitle, or the death little sub-tab, there is a 5-question quiz about the effect on drugs. Okay, so I want you to do all that and then complete that 5-question quiz. Good luck with that, and I'll see you in another couple of minutes. Great, guys. Well, hopefully you got 5 out of 5 in that quiz. That would be awesome if you did. What we're going to do now is just go through some signs of drug addiction. So a few signs: feeling that you have to use the drug regularly, and it can be daily or even several times a day. Having intense urges for the drug, over time needing more of the drug to get the same effect, making certain that you maintain a supply of the drug, spending money on the drug even though you can't afford it, not meeting obligations and work responsibilities, or cutting back on social or recreational activities because of the drug use, and experiencing withdrawal symptoms when you attempt to stop taking the drug. Okay, guys, so hopefully you never go through this, but it could be something that happens maybe later in life to someone that you know. The signs, symptoms, and consequences. So often people that are addicted to drugs start lying, and lying quite heavily. They start hiding the truth and hiding their true emotions. It's obviously destroying their health. They feel like their life is out of control or spiraling out of control. And it starts destroying all the relationships that we've built, or that they've built up. So not a very good thing to be addicted to drugs. If it does happen to someone you know, there is help out there, okay? So don't worry about that. You're not caught in that spiral. So people you could ask are parents, teachers, vibe, or doctors, but you need to be very careful when addressing this problem, because some people don't know they're abusing drugs, and especially they don't want to hear from you that they are abusing drugs, okay? There's plenty of help on the internet as well that you can go and search up if you do know someone that you think has a drug problem. Great, guys. Well, hopefully you've learned a little bit about the different drugs and what can happen if you do become addicted to those drugs. What you need to do now is do the quiz, and there is also one more activity. It is a reading activity, and then you need to decide the different effects of drugs on the brain. Okay, Cool, guys. See you later.